Cleanskins, bro.
What would you get though if you got one?
Face tat.
Oh, I've said it before, but I don't
Southern
know.
Cross.
I don't know. I almost got one,
On the neck.
which I spoke about only in the last couple of podcasts. But the second one I almost got was just the words, "a new level of confidence and power," which I still
White power.
stand by. Yeah, I still stand by that great bit of script, man. That from Pantera song, "a new level of
but he
confidence
fucking ruined it.
and
He
power."
did ruin
Yeah, but let's not go into that. It's my script.
He did. Oh, a little bit.
He destroyed that
Oh, man.
statement.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Yeah.
But hey,
But hey.
hey.
I think he destroyed
Let's
it
go
when
back to
he- when he went and
1993.
apologised after all of that. If he's going to do it, you just stay with it. You don't.
What's that?
The apology is pretty bad.
Fill me in. I don't even know.
I did an apology, and the apology was like...
Of what?
Are you
I
serious?
can't
You
remember
don't know what
you
we're
did.
talking about?
Yeah, but only I can't really remember.
They had
the
a-
So
details.
at Dime Bash last year, Phil and Selmo got up on stage and was doing songs, and apparently he did this big there's footage online of him doing this big white power, screaming white
I
power.
don't know this. Not. Go.
Don't you know this?
He
I threw my TV out and everything.
He screamed white power at the crowd, and then a couple of days later, he did this apology saying we were drinking white wine backstage, and then Rob Flynn came out and said there was no fucking white wine backstage, and even in a new level, he's always gone a new level of confidence and power, white power.
Oh, at the end
Away
of the
from the
song, he
microphone.
literally was like, "What power?"
He screamed.
Like,
There's
screaming
footage
it.
of it. It's fucked up. It's really messed up.
So he's been
But-
yeah.
You wouldn't put it past the guy. I mean, he's
At the end of those Pantera tours, but he was going that way. That
You remember before Bull Rush was Bull Rush? Here's a funny story. I was in a Class Dismissed, the same band, different drummer, called a Class Dismissed with a K,
with a K.
and the Dismissed was MIST.
Yeah.
that makes it so hard. Right. Anyway,
that is awesome. Why the fuck did you change your name?
I don't know. Anyway, but we did a gig with Screaming Jets.
Yep.
And at the Playroom.
Oh, that would be
Right, so really early days. This is really before the Screaming Jets. Oh, it was, they were already big. Anyway. But the reason I'm telling this story is that after our thing, that was the weekend before, Pantera were at the Playroom.
Pantera Playroom.
I'm pretty sure at the Playroom. Or the chick that was talking to us at the Playroom was telling us the story. Yeah, they were definitely on the
saw
Gold Coast.
Pantera one time.
No, but it was the weekend before. I remember it was the weekend before. She was quite big. Actually, she was hanging out backstage. I don't know why I tell you that.
Jessica?
Yeah, dude. And she had hair. Do you know her? Anyway,
Fish and chip shop.
she
mate.
was telling us about how much of an asshole Phil Anselmo
Yeah,
was, because she went back to their room and he was playing snuff videos where a baby's getting nailed to
He doesn't strike me as a good bloke. That's the thing. It's really upsetting because as a metal kid, I think
Yeah, I
Pantera
love
are
it
still
too,
the greatest metal band of all time.
great couple of records there.
But
Hell yeah.
the problem is that he's totally tarnished the image now. He's a real douchebag.
I remember she had supported him on Southern Trendkill. I think it was Shead, Biohazard, and Pantera, and even the guys from Shead were like, "Fuck, man!"
Hard work.
Oh, just between Biohazard and the two bands is like such a bunch of arrogant fuckers, Sorry, guys from Shead, if that's not what you thought.
The
but
rest
I'm
of the
pretty sure that's
band,
what you thought.
the rest of the band's still not really cool guys. It's just people still praise Phil to this day, and it blows my mind. He blatantly screams white power in that video. Yeah, and it's that should be the nail in the coffin for fucking everyone. That's
Well, Down, he stopped doing Down.
down.
He's
doing it again, and he's doing Super Joint Ritual now. He's still doing stuff. It's can we just fuck this guy off already?
There's something about the danger of rock and roll, though.
Yeah.
Even though he's an asshole. I keep looking at. There's this great Instagram thing, all about the Sex Pistols, right? And they're showing apparently someone's got a book, 12 Days with the Sex Pistols in the USA, and there's just every day they're releasing a little story about how everyone was after them, just the little funny stories. But
would have been a lot of heroin, yeah.
well, only for Sid Vicious. Only for Sid Vicious, right? And I know how annoying. Imagine how annoying that would be to have your bass player who's a heroin junkie, totally can't play.
It didn't matter though, like that he did a lot of heroin because he didn't have to fucking play.
Yeah, but the rest of the band, you listen to those riffs, man. It's like Steve Jones is a great guitar player. He's a great riff maker. He's a tight. Could you imagine you have Glenn Matlock who actually could play, and then all of a sudden you've got a dude who matches the image so great, who's on heroin, is just like such an asshole.
It's just fucked.
But the world loves him.
It always blew my mind about that whole concept. Like, I just can't believe they had a guy in their band that was a fucking waste of space.
Yeah.
Like, just because it was.
Well, they
the
weren't doing
image.
shows. They couldn't do shows, and he was a friend of Johnny Rotten's.
Yeah,
And all of a sudden his image matched up to this crazy. Again, like I
it
said,
just blows my mind. Like, how the fuck does that work?
Well, it's not the day that it is today with Twitter and stuff. Like you didn't know much about him. You just saw a few photos.
Yeah, well, that's
oh my
true.
god, new
and
bass.
he had a bass.
yeah.
I've seen photos with a bass on. Not
Yeah.
many.
But he's the coolest fucker with a bass. Like stand those with scars and crap all over him. His whole look is exactly cool to me.
Look at punk rock today. Like, he made that. He made it what it is.
But he was actually dog shit as a bass player. But that's what I'm saying about Phil Anselmo.
He didn't know what a bass was.
Is that even though he's a full blown racist, there's something about him that I'll shut that out of my mind. Like,
I get that.
completely say like, no, that's the danger of rock and roll. I bet every one of these great famous like stinky, like annoying, arrogant ego freaks.
There's nothing wrong with loving what Pantera were. Like I said, I think they are the greatest metal band that ever existed. But I just think hanging on to this thing that's been dead for a really long time, like, and still putting it out there is it just doesn't do it for me. You know, I'm sorry. Like,
I forgot Dimebag's gone. Jesus.
Yeah.
he died
What
a
are they
really long
doing?
time ago.
Yeah.
And
He did.
that's one of the saddest things that ever happened
Fucking hell, that's
not
to
my
the
deal.
metal community.
It's someone's beer. I don't know whose beer it is. I'm drinking someone's.
But
Yeah.
you know, like Phil Anselmo, like, I actually read a thing the other day. Vinnie Paul was saying that he can't believe how much Phil Anselmo is tarnishing the Pantera history.
because he's the
you know?
brand. He's
Yeah.
also the
Like,
forefront of
that's-
the brand.
People see Phil Anselmo, they're going to think Pantera straight away.
Yeah.
And he's a fucking wanker these days.
Yeah. The second time I saw him was the second time they went to Brisbane Festival Hall.
Yep.
I saw him at Festival Hall in 2001.
With Powderfinger.
No, that
No,
was the
no.
first one.
Was
That
it?
was-
Yeah,
Tell
that
us
was.
about Did you
see that?
Yeah, I
Tell
was
us
there.
about
That
it.
one.
I've heard about it.
No, that was
I
Far
saw when
Beyond
they played with
Driven.
Segression at
That was their
Festival
first
Hall.
one.
It was the
That
craziest,
was their first one.
stupidest
And
mix-up.
Powderfinger came on, and then
What
remember
happened?
they
Yeah, like
got
a
all
little
big-
dude with a
big
monster face
dildos
came
and
on with a
stuff, that's
dildo
right.
and was like jerking off over
And they just
Darren,
made
the
a
guitar
mockery of
player.
Powderfinger. They just made an absolute mockery of him.
It was like they were label mates.
It was the most
So-
stupidest lineup mix up
Yep.
in history.
It doesn't make any
Everyone.
sense. People told me about that. Like, I mean, I was too young for that at the time, but like, that
Me too,
I was
dude.
there.
It blew my
I
mind.
was there. It was just the worst mix-up of ever put two
Yeah.
bands together.
Like a jingle jangle Powderfinger, who were great. Just a whole different deal.
Because
Yeah.
they
But
played
everyone's
Festival Hall.
Everyone's like,
Festival
boo,
Hall, Pantera's
boo, boo.
first time ever in the country,
Yeah.
and you put Powderfinger.
And
as
it was
the
all
most
about hold your mother, whoa. Like that's
yeah,
what
all
it
that
was
shit.
everyone's mind, and he was Powderfinger just trying to get through their
and
songs.
they did it, and they came up big deal.
I can't believe they said yes. Like, yeah, sure, we'll do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would have said no.
it was the biggest mistake
It's a
of all
big
time.
fucking
Someone from their
mistake.
crew or someone in the band walked on in like a monster suit with a backpack.
That's right.
And a dildo,
Dildo.
that if that was like a big dick on their waist, and if they he was jerking
kick
it off
off.
on the guitar
That's
player
right.
as he was playing a solo,
Solo.
and it was like squirting all over his face. But to be even worse, the guitar player didn't handle it properly. He kind of went like, "Oh, get away
yo,
from me!"
fuck, what are you
And he's
doing?
like turning his back to the
Oh, it's
water
bad.
that's squirting the back of his
It
head.
doesn't matter who you are.
was
You
crazy
don't
bad.
support like the greatest metal band in the world. Like, you don't.
Oh, fuck, we'd
who
support
the
him.
fuck wants to go on
Yeah.
before?
Well, Powderfinger weren't even that
I'd
big
go
then.
before him.
Really?
Powderfinger
Yes.
were popular in Brisbane at the
Before
time.
original Pantera, you'd go on before original
I'd
Pantera.
fucking still have a
Hold
crack.
on.
I'd still have a crack. Fucking oath I would. But we had
Okay,
Powderfinger.
wow.
We're not Powderfinger, so I'm not really that worried.
I saw him in 2001, and it was Segression, Corrosion of Conformity, and then Pantera.
Ah, 6
It was on the Reinventing the Steel tour. Phil fell off stage and fucking busted
That's
his
what I
head.
was gonna say,
Got
yeah.
rushed to hospital after. He was fucking atrocious that night. He was terrible, but I still got to see fucking
Southern
Pantera.
Tranquil was the same. Southern Tranquil was going that way on that tour. He was really loose. He was fucking hammered.
But even with him in an absolute state, they're one of the tightest fucking bands.
Oh, they were.
Like,
They were
just
fucking
Yeah.
that band was fucking on the money. Like, Jesus Christ, they were good.
Yeah, they were. Good.
Where'd you see them in Southern Trendkill tour? I saw them in Festival Hall.
No, it's Festival Hall both times. So Far Beyond Driven was with
Right.
Powderfinger, then they came back with Biohazard and Shiad, and then they came back again with Segression. And
Right.
Yeah, I
think
think I was.
supports.
I didn't even go to
hell, I was
Reinventing the
alive.
Steel. I didn't even go.
I
to
remember
Reinventing.
looking at Phil going, oh man, he was like struggling to sing, which it would be anyway. Like, but he was holding lots of beer bottles. And at one time he was like swinging a beer bottle. He just let it go. It went right beside a bouncer's security guy at his feet's head. And the bass player kept looking at him like, you fucking idiot.
His back was fucked,
Yeah.
really bad.
Yeah.
But I saw
Yeah, he was on
Down at the
painkillers.
festival.
Stop making excuses for
yeah.
it.
That's just what I fucking heard.
I saw
His
Down,
massage
I
couldn't
saw
fly out.
down at the Roxy or the Arena, and on their last. Oh, it would have been one of their last. It would have been a few years ago, probably about 2000 and a while ago when I think about it, 2008. And Phil, this is way after Pantera, and Phil was fucking sober and on. He sung a fucking.
Saw him not
awesome
that long
show.
ago at Soundwave when he played with Dan.
I didn't see the Soundwave one. I saw
And
it
he
in
was
Arena.
the
He was
first
on.
half of the set. He was on the money.
On.
The last half of the set, he was fucking terrible.
Was he? Yeah.
Just terrible.
But Rex was
No
still
stamina.
in Down. Rex was still in Down when I saw him at the Arena. 'cause
Yeah, well, that would have been the time to see Down.
And he was on. Phil was on that gig. He sung awesome. But
That's a bad
Old
band
Rex
name.
is looking rough these days, eh?
have you read his book?
No.
He's got a book.
I want to read the book.
The book's awesome.
Is it?
Yeah, the book's all about Pantera from his point of view.
Really?
Because he stayed out all the shit. So you learn a lot about.
Have you ever watched that MTV,
Wow.
the Pantera MTV?
Yeah, I watched that one, VH1 or whatever it is, Doco.
That is literally one of the most heart-wrenching things you could ever watch.
Yeah.
It will. I fucking challenge you to watch that without tearing up a little bit.
After Dimebag was gone.
So yeah, like
the
it
whole
covers.
story.
It's what's it called? Fucking Pantera. Where are they now? No, not where are they now? It's what is it?
Behind the music?
Behind the music. That's it.
music.
Yeah,
Yeah,
behind
great.
the music.
Yeah.
And
those
it's so it covers their whole career, and then you get interviews with Phil, Vinny, Rita, Rex, everyone involved in Pantera, and except for Dime, obviously, because when they shot it was after he passed. But when it gets to that point, you get the full story, and like Vinnie Paul hasn't spoken to the guy for 16 years.
Yeah, it's a long time.
He hasn't spoken to him like since he's like in the interview I read the other day. They said, "Do you remember the last thing you said to Phil and someone?" He's like, "I don't know, probably like I might have said goodbye at one of the shows we did together."
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's
Sad
Yeah.
story. Sick
it's
band.
really fucked up.
And Vinnie Paul's a great musician.
Yeah,
Vinnie
great
You
drummer.
know, like
great drummer.
who I never really understood. I didn't understand all the hype about Vinnie Paul. Obviously, you know,
Oh, he was just tight as fuck, man.
yeah, oh, that's obvious. But all of a sudden, for the next all the years later, lots of drummers are still rating Vinnie Paul as a great drummer,
Their
like a
dad-
musician's musician.
Yeah, well, they're
And then to have like a singer as loose as Phil.
yeah, but he wasn't.
Phil
at the
had
start.
the
He
voice
wasn't at
though.
the
He
start.
had the voice. Like he
Yeah, the look and the attitude and everything you want. You don't want a
even-
Sammy Hagar at the front of
even on
Pantera.
Reinventing the Steel though, his vocals are fucking amazing. Like they're great. But it's just that he couldn't do it every night, and he was a fucking heroin junkie.
Was he on heroin?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's miserable.
There's an interesting thing on YouTube you can watch. He does a lecture at a university, and they ask him about his. It's almost like the Nicky Six heroin diaries, where he takes you through a day of his life on heroin, and he starts at 5 a.m. and goes through to 5 a.m. the next morning, and it's just a fucking real trip. But Vinnie Paul and Dimebag's dad owned a studio in Texas, so Vinnie Paul does. He's really on the production, like through their dad's studio, and fucking Vinnie Paul's on the clock.
Yeah.
That click was just on. He was on.
I just want to mention that you get those Facebook memories that come up. Like
I fucking hate Facebook.
a few years
memories.
ago you did this, a few years ago you did this. Like, it was like 2 days ago I had a Facebook memory come up that I was drinking in Dallas at like the venue we played there. I can't remember the fucking name of the venue.
This is a good
We played a
night.
venue
Cowboy
in Dallas.
Charlie's.
That sounds better, right?
Yeah,
I,
Shooter
can't-
McGee's.
I wish I could remember the name of the venue because it was a great venue. It was the same venue that Kurt Cobain got punched in the face by the security guard.
Yeah, that one when he
Played
did
that venue, right? And after the show, I went up to the bar and I decided, fuck it, I'm going to get really drunk tonight. Because we finished at 1:30 and we found out that Vinnie Paul's strip club closed at 2. And we're like, we can't fucking make it to the strip club. That sucks. It sucks. And it turns out that the security